Hello, everyone. Welcome to my class in Fundamentals in Accountancy, Business and Management 1, or we call it the Accounting 1. Okay, for our first topic this semester, school year 2020-2021, we will be discussing the nature of accounting, a little bit of history, and the users of accounting information. Okay, now let's go to the first slide. Excuse me. Okay, we'll first define accounting. But accounting, as defined by these three different organizations, by the American Accounting Association, it is the process of identifying, summarizing, or measuring and communicating the accounting information to whom? To the users. And who are these users? Well, later on, I'll be discussing the users of accounting information. They use this information to be able to make decisions, okay, economic decisions, and what's that? Informed judgment. And then we also have the AICPA, another group of professional accountants, the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. So what is accounting? It is the art of recording, classifying, summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money, okay, money transactions and events which are in part at least of financial character. So these are the important items, the information which are of financial character, and you interpret the results thereof. Okay, and lastly we have the ASC, or the Accounting Standards Council. What does the ASC say about the definition of accounting? They say that accounting is a service, okay, service activity that provides quantitative information. So quantitative information, primarily financial in nature, about economic entities that is intended to be used in making final economic decisions. Okay. Then, what are the functions of accounting? What is the purpose or the functions of accounting? We have number one, stewardship. What is stewardship? Well, when we say stewardship, you are managing or taking full responsibility, taking good care of the resources, primarily the money or the cash or the assets or of the company, or was this then you do with the stewardship of your resources, or your liabilities or your equity. You also are able to perform informed decisions. Okay, you are making informed decisions based on these financial statements, and this will support the daily operations, the future plans, and whatever of the company. So that's the purpose or the functions of accounting. And if we will put it in a capsule definition, accounting is what? It is a systematic process. Systematic, why? Because it follows a system, it follows a process, it follows a procedure, a logical process, okay? And is exercised by an accountant or professional with skills, with the skills and expertise, and they analyze items which are of financial character or financial transactions, and the output, okay, the output of these people, of these professionals, are what? Financial statements. Financial statements, so that they will be able to make good economic decisions. Okay. And my dear students, accounting 1 or FABM 1 will be focusing on the following items. The accounting cycle. What are these elements in the accounting cycle? Number one, we will analyze business transactions from the source documents. What are source documents? Okay, an example is the invoice, the voucher, the receipts, and whatever. Okay, then we will learn to make journal entries. That's only number two. Number two is the journal entries. Number two, Number three, we will make posting to the ledgers. We will do posting to the ledgers. And what's a ledger? Well, we will discuss that later. Then we will prepare trial balance. Trial balance. Okay? Well, that's a form of a statement, but that is only a trial information. And then we do gather adjustment data. If there is a need for adjustments within the recording of your within the year of your accounting period, and there are adjustments that need to be done, then you make adjusting entries and then prepare the worksheet. Okay, we will prepare the worksheet and then prepare the financial statements. That is number six. What are the the financial statements that you will be preparing? That we will be preparing. You will be taught how to prepare a balance sheet. You will be taught how to prepare an income statement, a cash flow, statement of changes in owner's equity, and many more. Bank reconciliation statement, many more. Okay, so I think you are loaded by this time, but this is only very easy. But as long as you know the technique, I will be giving you the technique. I will be giving you the process, the what's this, and the way to interpret the financial statements. Yes, I know this will be quite a heavy job, but it's very easy. I assure you of that. Just go along with me this semester, and you will be able to prepare these 10 steps, the 10 logical steps in the accounting cycle. After preparing the worksheet, you will now prepare the financial statements. See? Then, after preparing the financial statements, you will now journalize and post the adjusting entries. Okay? Adjusting entries is quite difficult, but I will teach you also the technique on how to do the adjusting entries. And then you will journalize and post closing entries. Okay, then we are now talking of the post closing entries. Now, and then after preparing the post closing entries, you prepare a post closing trial balance. And then the end part is the journalizing and posting the reversing entries. So it may seem difficult at the start because we have many steps to follow, and these are really intricate steps in the whole accounting cycle. But as I've told you, no worries. I will be guiding you all throughout with the use of our video lesson, with the use of our Google Meet, and many more. Was this activities that you will be encountering. And for now, let us try to define what is the difference, or let us now try to differentiate accounting versus bookkeeping. Well, accounting is a was this broader in scope. Okay, it is wider in scope. Why? Because it includes interpretation, analysis, classification, reporting, and summarizing. What will you summarize? From everything that you have recorded in your bookkeeping, because bookkeeping is concerned only or limited only to what? The recording of monetary transactions. So that's simple bookkeeping. You have to record, that is from step 1 to step 10. Okay, you remember this? You remember this process 1 to 10? This is the accounting cycle in the bookkeeping process. But when we talk of accounting, we will now interpret it. We will now summarize them. We will now analyze, classify them. Okay. So now I'll give you a little bit history of accounting. Accounting, I have learned from my professor in my earlier days, or in my college days. A certain professor told us that accounting is the oldest of all profession. Yes, wanna bet? Accounting is the oldest profession. Why? Because jokingly, he said that accountants are always making entries. Okay? You make an entry. In every transaction, you make an entry. Normally, we use a double entry bookkeeping system. Okay? So because you are making an entry, the first man and woman in the world, or on earth, made the first entry. That is why they were called the first accountants. Well, that's only a joke, but uh, the history of accounting stated even during the Renaissance period. You remember your history, the Renaissance period? There was a certain Italian monk and a mathematician by the name of Father or Frater Luca Bartolomeo Spaccioli. Wow, his name is very intricate also. He's an Italian monk who wrote a book entitled Summa de Arithmetica Geometria Proportioni at Proportionalita. Okay, it's quite difficult to pronounce, but in English, it is everything about arithmetic, geometry, and proportion. And in that book, it contains a 24-page treatise on bookkeeping. Okay, so it is entitled Particularis de Computis et Scripturis, or in English, the details of calculation and recording. Okay, so this book talks specifically on record keeping and double entry accounting. So there were so many other people who started this bookkeeping, this double entry bookkeeping system, but it was Pacioli who was able to write it in a book, and this guy uh, is known as the father of modern accounting. Okay, now let's go to the internal users. Okay, why do we prepare? Why are there accountants? Why do accountants keep on recording, analyzing, interpreting, or summarizing, classifying all this data? Why? Because there are users of these reports, users of these financial statements. Who are the users? They're classified as internal and external. So for the internal users, we have the managers. Okay, who are these managers? Well, the managers are those people who plan, who run the business daily. So they need this information. What are the information? What are the information that these managers need from the accounting, from the financial statements? Do they still have enough cash to pay for their employees? Are they making profit? Is there a good profit rate? Are they uh are they complying with was this within the budget of the company? So that's it. Then the owners, what are the information needed by the owners? Okay, the owners would want to know if they still need to infuse more capital, or if they would want to withdraw some capital. Is it okay with the business? Is it okay with the company? Or what is the return on investment that I will be getting from this business? So these are the main concerns of the business owner. Then we also have the employees, the labor unions. Well, the employees are also interested in the financial statements. Why? Because they would want to maintain, to think of their job security. Is the company doing good? Because if the company is doing good, well, then I have a good job security in this company. So they're also interested in in the financial statements. Okay, the employees would want to know if they are fairly paid. The labor union, especially, is the company paying us good enough in accordance with the regulation of the government? So if they know the financial statements, they know also where they stand. Okay. Then we also have the external users. Who are these external users? We have the potential investors. What do you mean by potential investors? When we speak of potential investors, well, it speaks of people outside the company. For example, I am a potential investor. If I would put money, if I would put uh, cash or my resources into your business, would I be getting a good return on investment? So that's the concern of the potential investor. Then we have also the creditors. The creditor's concern is, will this company be able to pay me back? Or is it credit worthy to lend this company money or whatever resources that company needs? The customers, what is the concern of the customers? For example, uh, me, I am a customer of a certain product. Will this company be able to have a steady supply of inventories? So with the financial statements, the customers will be able to see if the company is stable or not, so that their supplies will be stable all throughout their own businesses also. Okay. Then we have the suppliers. Okay. I've already discussed that. If I am a supplier of a certain company, will that business be able to pay me on time? Okay. Is it profitable? Because if I am a supplier and I will not be paid on time, well, I will also be affected. Okay. So that's the need for the suppliers and tax authorities. Are they filing a proper tax return? Okay. Is this company making a good filing a good tax return? Meaning, uh, uh, in behalf of the company, credible tax return, meaning there is no tax avoidance or tax evasion uh, occurring nowadays in these businesses. So that's it. Then we also have the regulatory bodies. So they are also looking into the what's this? They are also protecting the other stakeholders of the businesses who rely so much on the information. Like for example, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, like the Securities and Exchange Commission. If you are a pawn shop or if you are a bank, you give information, you submit your financial statements to these regulatory bodies, and these regulatory bodies would be using this information if you are complying to their regulation. Then the public, well, the people in your community, they also need to know if your business is helping their economy, or if your business is growing, then the economy must grow also. Okay. And then as a member of the community, maybe there are people who are interested to join as applicant or as employees if there are available vacancies. So that's it. Then we have the branches of accounting. For the branches of accounting, we have the public accounting, the private accounting, the government accounting, and what else? Accounting education. Okay, when we speak of public accounting, well, we have the external audit. What is the purpose of external audit? Okay, external audit is when a company subjects itself to be audited by external auditors so that they could give an opinion on your financial statements. If you're, they are these external auditors would give an opinion if you are preparing a financial statements in accordance with GAAP, and that they are your representation in the financial statements are fair enough. Okay, so that your financial statements could be used by other companies, by other agencies. See, so the opinion of the external auditors as to how fair is your reporting is very vital. So that's the external audit. Then we have the tax preparation and planning service. Okay, then this branch of accounting deals with uh, preparing, or they are planning on how a company would be able to pay the government in terms of taxes. So they prepare a plan, they prepare a planning service on how much to pay the government in terms of taxes. Okay. Then the management advisory services. Well, this is a very vital branch of accounting which deals with what? This involves financial planning and control and development of accounting computer systems. Okay, there are certain companies who would want to hire MAS or management advisory services for the purpose of helping them to make a financial plan, financial business or financial control or development of accounting system in their company. Then we also have the private accounting. In private accounting, we have financial accounting. Well, financial information is needed, or financial accounting is needed for whom? For investors, for creditors, for other external users, the government. Okay? So financial accounting is focuses on the recording and classifying of business transactions. What's this? If it is applying the principles of GAAP, or generally accepted accounting principles. Then we also have, okay, they are trying to see also if the company is doing good for the investors to know if they can make business with them. Okay, then cost accounting. What is cost accounting? Well, this concerns on the determination of the unit cost in the manufacture of each product. So they try to determine the correct unit cost so that they will be able to produce was this a correct information, correct data on the pricing, on the inventories. Okay, so that is vital for the pricing of inventories. Then we have the what's that, budgeting. Well, budgeting, it is the reporting of information as regards to the revenues and expenditures. Okay, they make studies on the budget of the company. And then we also have accounting information system, the same. They collect and process transaction data. And that is, they it can be both. They prepare manual or computerized data processing system. When I was working in my younger years, we do the we use the we use the manual, but later it was converted into the computer system, like computer softwares like the QuickBook or the Peachtree, and there are many more. Okay, you can just select, and then we also have the tax accounting. Well, tax accounting is about preparation of tax returns and doing tax planning for the business. Okay, so first you prepare the tax returns of the company. You prepare also the tax planning so that the company will be able to not encounter problems with tax authorities. Okay, next, we have tax accounting, internal audit. What is internal audit? Well, this is a branch of accounting which deals with the checking of compliance with management policies. Okay, when you are part in a certain business, there is an internal audit office which checks on the compliance to management policies, the checks and balances, etc. Then the government accounting. Well, this is another separate branch of accounting which deals with the system used in government offices, okay, to record and report financial transactions, specifically to reveal how public funds have been generated, how do they generate public funds, and how do they used the utilization and the generation of public funds. Okay, mainly we have the commission on audit who does the government accounting. Okay, I missed a slide. Where am I? Okay. Now, okay. Then we have the accounting education. What is accounting education? When we speak of accounting education, we speak of the training of future accountants. Those accountants who are in the academy, okay, who are teaching like me now. I am in accounting education. I teach students like you so that you will be able to also entertain the career of accountancy. Okay, and then we have specialized accounting branches like the forensic accounting. What is forensic accounting? Okay, well, forensic accountants provide was this data or detective work needed to investigate and examine evidence of white collar crimes. Halimbawa, for example, there are stealing, the fraud. See, in government there is also forensic accounting. Okay, we have forensic accountants who do the investigative reporting or investigative work in cases in companies who are under litigation or who have court cases of stealing, fraud, or any anomaly that pertains to the business operations of the company. Okay. Then we have information technology services. Well, that pertains to the design and implementation of customized software programs for the accounting department. Okay. Then we have environmental accounting. Well, I missed there the environmental accounting. These do environmental compliance audit. Are they following the was this the laws of the government that pertains to the safety of the environment. So they make compliance audit to avoid future environmental related claims or disputes. Then we have international accounting, especially nowadays that we have entered the globalization era. We have international mergers of different companies. We have international trade rules and regulations that pertains to the globalization that we do now in our trade relations with other countries. Okay, so that's it. And then we also have the business organizations. When we speak of business organizations, well, this will be tackled so very much in the what's this in the management, okay, in your management subject. But I will speak a little about it because the type of business organization that we have will also affect the accounting system that you will be doing. Okay? For example, you are in a sole proprietor. Well, a sole proprietor business is a kind of business which is controlled by one person. So the accounting process here is quite simpler than in the partnership, corporation, and the cooperative. Okay. Well, in a partnership, when we speak of partnership, there are two or more persons who bind themselves together, who contributed their assets, their skills, their talents, with the intention of dividing the profits among themselves. So accounting for partnership is very much different from accounting for sole proprietorship. And then we also have corporation. What is a corporation? It is an artificial being created by the operation of law, okay, by the Securities and Exchange Commission, having the right of succession and powers, attributes and properties expressly authorized by law or incident to its existence. Okay, so a corporation operates differently from a sole, from a partnership, and the accounting is very much different. Why? In a corporation, the owners are called stockholders. Okay, so there may be several hundreds or maybe thousands of stockholders. Okay, the same thing with cooperative. A cooperative is a business that is owned by a group of individuals who also serve as benefactors, okay, to the business endeavor. That means they are the owners also. The workers, the owners of that business group, they may also be the benefactors of the same business. Okay, so this is under the money, under the what's this? The agency of CDA, Cooperative Development Agency. While Securities and Exchange Commission is for for corporations. Then we also have the according to activities. We have three: service business, merchandising or trading, and manufacturing. Why? A service business operates differently from a merchandising. Okay, in a service business, you provide service to the customers, and accounting is different also. Then we have a merchandising or trading business. Well, here you buy and sell inventories for the purpose of reselling it. Okay, you buy and sell, or you buy inventories and sell it as it is. While in a manufacturing business, you buy inventories as a raw material and you process it. Okay, you process it until you produce a finished goods, and these finished goods are the ones being sold to the consumers. So they operate differently, and the accounting also is different from according to the activities of the business. So now, I will be giving you an exercise one. Well, this is only very simple. You'll only have three questions to answer, and you will only get it from around your vicinity. Just observe in your community, and then you will be able to answer these three questions. Okay. So now, I think you understood the lesson. Was it clear enough for you to be able to answer this exercise one? So thank you very much, my dear students, and God bless everyone. Bye! This is Teacher Jonna of ABM ni Teacher Jonna.